Good evening and welcome to Joe Telford Field in Chandler, America, county seat of Lincoln County, as we're here on a beautiful Friday evening for the Jones Longhorns and the Chandler Lions. Chris Branch is here with me. How are you doing tonight, Chris?
Doing great. It's nice to be back. Another great week of some high school football here in Oklahoma.
This is the Jones Journal broadcast of Jones High School football, brought to you by Go Wireless. We certainly couldn't do this broadcast without Go Wireless because they are providing our internet here even when we go to Chandler. So Oklahoma's premier wireless internet is Go Wireless. Check out their website at go-wireless.us. Go Wireless says Go Longhorns. So both teams are 3-1 here tonight in this district game. Expect to see a lot of running from the Chandler Lions.
Yeah, definitely. Outside of the Lincoln Christian game that we had a couple weeks ago, this will be Jones's toughest test, maybe if not for the rest of the season. But definitely we're going to see a lot of running back. Number 25, you get to know his name. You'll hear his name a lot. Casman Hill. He's a very powerful runner, has breakaway speed at any time. He's a home run threat from just about anywhere on the field, and that's something that the Jones Longhorns are going to have to really pay attention to tonight.
Talking to defensive coordinator David Quinn last night, just when you have a player the caliber of Hill on the other side, really you're talking about containment. He's going to get some yards tonight. He's going to advance that. But what they want to do is avoid that home run. He's had touchdown runs of 83 yards, of 78 yards. He can take it to the house at any given time. And really we're just going to be talking about containment when we're talking about that.
Definitely, and unlike Jones's offense, which is definitely a pass-heavy offense, Chandler is not that. The quarterback, number 11, Caden Jones, only has 62 passes on the entire year.
Carson May had one game where he had 50. If you just want perspective on that.
Right, so it'll be a completely different type of ball game. Definitely a run-dominant ball game. It'll be a great opportunity for Jones to see if our front line of our defense can hold up, because so far they've held up the test throughout most of the games. They've been a great team to have. Something that we haven't seen at any other games that we're seeing tonight is a band.
Yeah. The Chandler Marching Band came out to play the Star Spangled Banner to start out, and they are out there as the Lions are about to take the field, coming in on their giant inflatable Lion football helmet.
Both teams have their inflatables out tonight. You got the big Longhorn from Jones and a football helmet from Chandler, so looks like they're getting ready to come out on the field. Yeah, but going back to talking about Chandler's run game, I mean, at 2 out of the 4 games they've had this year, they've racked up over 300 yards on the ground. So they definitely are going to feed the ball to Hill consistently tonight, and it's something that the Longhorns, I think, have practiced all week and have talked about. I think even at Coach's Corner last night, you had a discussion, about how containment is the name of the game tonight, because he's going to get some yards. It's just whether or not our defense or Jones's defense can just contain him from any of those big breakaways.
And another key for the Longhorns are going to be on the offensive side of the ball. If Jones can distance themselves from Chandler a little bit, it'll get Chandler out of their game. And so starting strong is going to be really a key tonight for the Longhorns. The Lions have elected to receive the opening kick, and so we will get a chance to watch the defense first out here. But for those of you watching at home, definitely keep an eye on number 25, Casman Hill for the Lions. Extremely talented running back, only a sophomore, and already putting up those type of numbers. And so if they remain in the same district as Chandler for a few years, so expect to see a lot of him over the next couple of years.
And then as far as offense tonight for Jones, we're going to look for those same names that we hear every time. You're going to hear Elijah Reed. You're going to hear Carson May. You're going to hear, Trey Durrell. You're going to hear Emmett Murphy. In those receivers, just the whole, crew of receivers that they have that they flex out and really, spread the field a lot. And then you'll see the handoffs inside that hard running game that you're going to see from, our linebacker running back, Corbin Cox, that really likes to smash, play smash my football on the interior, and would much rather run over someone than try to jump around him.
Hill's going to be one of the receivers back for the Lions, along with Drake Rodriguez.
And you got Nate Beers kicking off for the Longhorns, number 82, it looks like.
The clocks are set. The officials have yet to set the game ball down.
Looks like they're waiting to get the inflatable off the field.
Yep.
As soon as we're there, we're ready to rock and roll. We'd like to thank all of you joining us tonight on the broadcast. Wouldn't be possible without all of our sponsors and for all of our friends that are watching from home.
Beers back to kick. Rodriguez and Hill back to receive. He makes connection there. It's going to be a high kick. It's going to be fair. Oh, and
on the ground.
Fumbles on it.
And
that's
the
a live
Longhorns have
ball.
recovered.
That is going to get picked up by
Number
the
20,
Longhorns.
Xavier Zachary.
The Longhorns will have extremely good field position to start here at the Lion 41-yard line. Who was that in the recovery, Chris?
Xavier Zachary. He's one of our fresh sophomore running back. You'll see him come in every now and then. He's got to change of pace running back to Corbin Cox. He's been in the instances he's came in on the offensive side of the ball. He's been kind of your real quick, shifty, running back that kind of gives you a true change of pace. The Thunder, I think the Thunder and Lightning that we were referenced at one of the previous games.
Absolutely. Carson gets a shotgun snap. He's got some time. He's looking on the right-hand side. He's going to make the connection, and that is complete.
Caden Carl on the catch.
Good for a few yards. We're going to have second down for the Longhorns.
Pass complete to number 2, Caden Carl, tackle man number 1, Drake Rodriguez.
In at wide receiver, you have 17, Emmett Murphy. You have 8, Elijah Reed, 2, Caden Carl, and 5, Ty Durrell. You're going to hear those names all night.
All of the receivers, and all 4 of them, have more than 10 receptions on the year this early season. Trips left, 1 right. May take the shotgun snap. Cox is going to get it. Going to go a few yards down. They're going to call him down about, let's say, the 33-yard line. Going to bring up a third down and short for the Longhorns.
Number 26 on the carry, tackle made by Tradon Richardson and Spencer Flag.
Longhorns looking to the sidelines for the call. May's going to be in the shotgun. We've got 1 receiver left, 2 receiver right. Cox in the backfield next to May. Elijah Reed in motion. He's going to get that on the end around. Makes a spin move, and he is going to be caught at the 35. There is a flag on that. It's that part of the heel.
You look at either holding or maybe a chop block. It got a holding call.
That is going to be holding on the Longhorns. And let's see what the Lions do. It looks like they are going to push the Longhorns back in this scenario.
Probably the smart move. You're on the 30-yard line. You're in that essentially the zone of where it's a tough decision to punt it or go for it. So you might as well back them up, hope to stop them here, and force that punt versus letting them go for it on 4th and 2 and risking that.
So we'll call it 3rd and about 12.
And they changed the package to 5 wide receivers now. So you had Cox come off the field and Mason Weir come in with the same original 4 wide receivers we had originally.
3 receivers left, 2 right. Empty backfield. May is going to have some time. He's going left. Looks like we are going to get another throw. That's going to be too high for Reed. Looks like we are going to get another hold in the backfield.
Yeah, our lineman Jack Corbin kind of got beat on the play and was doing everything he could to protect May. Sometimes you get those holdings, but it's much rather than Carson May getting smashed.
So the Lions are going to decline that penalty, bringing up 4th and 12 for the Longhorns. Carson May is still back there. This might be a quick kick situation, or let's see, we've got trips bunched to the left, 2 receivers right. 17 seconds left on the play clock. May looking to the sidelines. It's a high snap, and he is gonna get that kick off. It's a end over end kick. Is gonna take a Longhorn bounce and go inside the 20-yard line. And
it wasn't pretty, but we'll take it. A punt down into the 18-yard line. It could have very easily been blocked after that high snap to May.
It's an advantage of having a May back there to catch that. Though our punter is Trey Durrell has hands himself that he could catch that, so that will be good. So here's the first look at the Lion offense. Number 25 in the backfield. Keep an eye on him. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver left. Going to be a quick pass. That is going to be complete. Oh, and he is
swing pass out to Drake Rodriguez.
A little bit loose with that ball, but he was able to keep it secured and make it out to the sidelines.
Pass complete to number 1, Drake Rodriguez. Knocked out of bounds.
It's about a 4-yard gain. You got 2nd and 6 on the 21. 10:05 left in the first quarter.
Caden Jones is their quarterback, who does like to run a little bit, so also look for the quarterback run in this. It's going to be to Hill. He's going to make some, tries to make a man miss, but that's going to be Corbin Cox, a running back on running back tackle, to get that. It's going to bring up 3rd down for the Lions.
As long as we can wrap up and tackle on the first hit, not give them those yards after contact, then we can look to contain Hill tonight.
Is absolutely going to be a key. Jones in the back shot. He's going to get that. Swing pass out to Hill. That's going to be incomplete. Bringing up 4th down for the Lions. So 3 and out for the Lions, and we'll give that back to the Longhorns.
Caden Carl was coming up on that defense as a defensive back. The pass was a little bit high, but I think that Hill kind of saw Carl coming and kind of pulled up a little bit early.
Number 8, Elijah Reed, back to receive the punt, just about at the 49-yard line. He provided the spark last week that really got the Longhorns going against Star Spencer. He's going to call for a fair catch and get that at the 49-yard line. Being the 2nd drive of this half that the Longhorns will start on the Chandler side of the field and give Carson May and the offense another opportunity. We'd like to take this time to thank one of our sponsors, Bank First. The Jones Journal invites all our listeners to stop by your local Bank First to check out their incredibly low interest rates and all the benefits of the loyalty checking account. Bank First, loyal to the Longhorns, loyal to you. First down, May in the shotgun snap. He's get that immediate hit Cox. Going to get a few yards right up the middle. Bring up 2nd down for the Longhorns.
Number 26 on the carry. Tackle number 51, Traydon Richardson.
Yeah, Matt, we got a little bit different setup tonight than what we've been used to.
Yes. We are actually in the stands, on the friendly side of the stands. So we are here with fellow Longhorns. So that'll be good, but not enough room in the press box for our team, but that's okay. May gets the shotgun snap. He's going to have some time. He's going to run over to the right. Looking deep. He's got
Durrell
he is
deep.
Too tall for Durrell. Going to be a little past him. That is going to bring up 3rd down and 8 for the Longhorns.
Yeah, we're getting a full fan experience tonight here in the stands, getting set with all the Longhorn fans that made it out to Chandler. So you got 3rd and 8. They'll look to make, I'm sure it'll be a pass, and we'll probably have a stop route. We just have to make sure that our receivers get that full 8 yards. Sometimes we've seen in the past when we had a 3rd and 8, we get the 6 yards and make it 4th and 2.
You just have to be cognizant of where the sticks are. It's going to be a swing pass out to Reed. It's going to be tackled. He's going to get brought down for
It's a loss of 2.
Loss of
Push
2,
back
gets
at
back
4th
to the
and
original
10.
line of scrimmage, and so that's going to bring up 4th down for the Longhorns. May looking to the side, see what the call is.
I'm sure the Chandler scouting report has talked about just keeping the ball out of Reed's hands. He's been the spark for most of the big offensive drives, and so I'm sure they're very cognizant tonight of Reed and knowing where he is at all times.
May's going to get that. He's going to run forward on his feet.
And
that is going to be down to the 31-yard line. That is going to be a bank first down. Carson May once again showing off his legs. As I was looking at this, Chris, coming into this, May is averaging a little over 7 yards a carry this year.
And it's not like he only rushes the ball every now and then. Like, he is a consistent rusher as a quarterback, being 6'5", 215 pounds. But he rushes the ball quite a bit, whether it be bootlegs, whether it be a fake punt, or just a straight draw. So a 7.8 yards per carry when you're a consistent rusher is great.
Going to quick pass to Durrell. He's going to be complete. Gets a pretty strong hit. Down to
That's
about
a tough
the
hit.
21-yard line.
To wait for Durrell to kind of pop back up. That was a pretty tough hit. He got kind of taken out of his legs, and then the free safety came in there at the very last with a pretty good pop to the upper body. Whether or not that was head-to-head contact, I'm not sure, but looked pretty close.
Yeah, it's going to be 2nd and 1 upcoming for the Longhorns. There's often time when you see Corbin Cox get you those extra yards that you need to move the sticks. May's going to drop back.
He should just go up.
He's still looking. He's going to pump, fake out. He's going to get the first down, down about the 15-yard line. That's going to be another bank first down. Carson May getting to about the 15-yard line.
I think that's something that Carson's improved on the last couple weeks. Originally, you would have seen him immediately take off and run that ball. He kind of held back, looked to see, kind of checked his 4th and 5th option, and then went, which is something that he's really he's gaining that experience. Even though he played last year, he's kind of gaining that maturity to know when to kind of hold the ball, look a little bit longer, and then run. And then you hand it off to Corbin Cox and let him run.
Over the left side, he's going to get down. That is going to be good for a first down, first down and goal. That is a bank first down, and the Longhorns are in business. 1st and goal. We've got a talented back like Cox. It's only so often that they can contain him, and so that gets that powerful run that's off to the left side. May gets that shotgun snap. Gonna get contained. It's gonna bring up 2nd and goal. Still about the 5-yard line.
Not a lot of room there that time for May.
May on the keeper.
Let's go!
The Longhorns are looking over to the sideline waiting for the call. Got about 16 seconds left on the play clock.
You got Murphy and Reed on your left side, Durrell out wide on the right.
Cox lined up next to Reed. Reed in motion. Cox going to take that. Get another few yards. Going to bring up 3rd and goal.
Looks like we're about 3rd and 3. Good about the ball spot on the 3.5, 4-yard line.
Emmett Murphy left. Reed and Durrell on the right. Cox behind May in the shotgun. That's
another to Cox, and he's just going to barrel his way into the end zone. Oh, just up to the goal line.
Down at about the 1.
I think in the position you're in right now, knowing that Chandler's going to score, your defense has held pretty stout so far. I think you go for it on 4th down. You don't risk taking that field goal.
So the offense is out. 16 seconds on the play clock. 1 receiver left.
And I think you go with Cox.
Right.
Or
May's going to take that. Look forward. Falling forward to that 6'5" frame. They're going to call him down at the 1-yard line. That's going to be a 4th down stop for the Lions.
And that was a great stop by the Chandler defense. You got to give them credit. I mean, you had Corbin leading the way. You had Tucker in there pushing forward, and then you had Carson with the ball, and you had 6'5", 220 pounds, and you stopped him. So give credit to Chandler. Now let's give it over to the defense, and let's see if we can get us a safety, or hold them and force a punt deep in their own territory.
A promising drive stalls at the 1-yard line. Jones is going to be under center. In I formation, immediately hands that off to the fullback. That's going to be number 44, Spencer Clegg.
Let's go! Is it working?
It's echoing. Maybe we hold it closer to you.
Okay.
Jones is going to be in the right under center again.
Hand off to Hill.
Hand off to Hill to the left side. Not much running room, so that's going to bring up a 3rd down and long.
If we can hold them here again, this would be, just what we talked about, keeping them, deep in their own territory, making them punt from their end zone.
Once again, it's been odd seeing their quarterback, Caden Jones, lining up under center. Let's see what the formation looks like for the Lions. He is going to be in the shotgun.
It's a big stand for the Longhorns right here. Tucker comes in on the blitz.
He's going to run. Makes a move, makes a miss, and he's going to have the 1st down.
He's got
some more
some
spots.
space. He's got some blockers. You got number 4 here.
At the 50. He's going to be brought down at the 45-yard line. A good overfield tackle right there by Braden Martin.
We do have a flag on the sidelines. It looks like it's going to be probably sideline interference.
At that part of the field, that's most likely what that is.
Sideline warning against Chandler.
Let's go!
And that is what we're going to have there on the call.
And they get the warning. So next time it will be a unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, but for the first time they give them that warning to get back.
3 minutes, 50 seconds left here in the 1st quarter. This is the first time the Lions have been in Longhorn territory. Hill's going to get that, and immediately met at the line of scrimmage by a herd of Longhorns to bring him down. So far, while you had Caden Jones with the long run, they've been able to contain Hill thus far.
In watching a lot of their film, you'll see that that Hill, most of his runs are off the left tackle or off the right tackle, and our defense is kind of setting right there at the tackle position, just standing up their guard and tackle rather than trying to force upfield and letting Hill get in that backfield in that second level.
We bring up 2nd and 11. There was a 1-yard loss in the play. Jones looking back. He's going to throw that. He's got a receiver, and that's going to be broken up. Great play right there. That is going to be Carter Cranford on the defensive back on the guard.
Yeah, that was a great play by Cranford. In high school football, you don't have face guarding, so Cranford was able to just watch his eyes, kind of swung his arm right about the time the ball get there, and was able to just kind of to get the receiver kind of a little bit off kilter, and was unable to bring that ball in.
Good, clean play, absolutely. We're at 3rd down and 11 for the Lions.
Let's go!
Caden Jones in the shotgun. He's got one receiver.
So they're looking for like a sprint out left, right? Yep, there's.
He's looking back again. And that is complete. It's going to get down inside the 30-yard line.
Pass complete to number 12, Zion Ward. Oh, 34. Darian Mahan.
And the Lions are once again approaching the red zone. Jones is going to line up under center, I formation. Hand off to the fullback, immediately hit and brought down, bringing up 2nd down for about the 25-yard line.
The handoff to number 44, Spencer Clegg.
Number 44, Spencer Clegg, rumbles for a couple more yards. Brings up 2nd and 8 for the Lions.
You know, that's Chandler's passing. It seems like a little bit more. They're trying to, I think, keep Jones honest. In the early beginning, you saw Jones. All 11 players were within 5 to 6 yards of the line of scrimmage. Now you see our safeties kind of drifting back a few yards, giving them a little bit more credit on the passing.
He's going to come again, looking right. He's going to have
He's got room to
pump
run.
fake. He's going to stretch out, and he's going to be good enough yards for a first down. The Lions are in the red zone now, moving now about a minute 59 left in the opening quarter. Score is still 0-0. First and 10 for the Lions at the Jones 15-yard line.
Let's go, watch the ball.
Jones in the backfield. Hill lined up in the pistol. He's going to get that, makes a move, but he is brought down. That's another extremely strong tackle. Is that Cox again?
Looks like it was number 33, Will Irvine on the tackle, but it was a great tackle. Wrapped up, took him down, didn't let him get to that second level. We got to do that consistently tonight with Hill.
Go!
Second down and 10 for the Lions.
We got the quarter winding down with 1:20 remaining.
Two receivers left, one receiver right. Jones in the shotgun.
Little
Looking right.
option pitch to Hill to get.
And he's going to get brought down.
Cameron Sweat, junior defensive back, making that tackle.
That's good for about 5 yards. It's going to bring down a third down and 5 in the closing minute here in the opening quarter with the Lions and the Longhorns tied at 0. 17 seconds left on the play clock. 40 seconds left here on the game clock.
You got twins left with the fullback here on the wing. At the boot.
Bootleg to the left. Looks like Jones is going to jump in, and that is going to put the Lions on the board, up 6-0 with 26 seconds left.
Looks like T.J. Thompson kind of crashed in on the end, sitting out there at the end, and when they did that boot, he kind of bit on that hand fake and just left the left side of that field wide open. Caden Jones took advantage of it.
Caden Jones is out to hold. That's going to be a low snap, and he's going to get brought down, so that is going to be no good. And so that's going to leave the score 6-0 in favor of the Lions. The Longhorns will receive next.
That brings your score, Lions 6.
Well, the Longhorns were able to contain Hill, but Jones, on a couple of quarterback runs, did most of the damage on that drive, Chris.
Yeah, I mean, Jones running the ball is not, the what we were necessarily worried about coming into the game, but as we focus so much on Hill, it's opened up that opportunity for Jones, and he's broken free on a couple of, I would say, busted plays on the defense where you crash down and then on that big wide sweep that he kind of got in the open field and made the long run.
5 for the Lions.
And to think at one point in time it was 3rd and 9 from the 2-yard line.
Absolutely. Connor Almond, the kicker for the Lions, lined up at the right hash.
You got Caden Carl, Elijah Reed, and Emmett Murphy back deep for the Longhorns. Reed being that, that home run threat always. Carl and Murphy, your sure hands.
It's going to be a high kick.
Mason Weir takes it.
And he's going to get brought down.
Longhorns will have the ball at the 25 with 21 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
We got about 21 seconds left here in the first quarter. So probably just enough time to see one, maybe two plays before we take a break and thank our sponsors here.
Yeah, I'd expect to see, probably a pass here, and if you get the completion, we'll just take it to the second quarter and keep on moving.
And there's going to be a movement there.
Looks like we got offsides.
It's going to be 5 yards for the Longhorns to make up 1st and 5.
And that defensive end kind of jumped into the neutral zone, causing that our left tackle, number 74, to kind of flinch. Fortunately, they saw the jump into the neutral zone and gave us that offsides call.
To bring up a 1st and 5. May gets a shotgun snap, looks down, immediately
complete to
Darrell.
Darrell.
He's going to get out to the right side, get out of bounds.
That should be enough for a 1st down.
That will be good for a bank first down. The play clock will continue to run, so that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter, where the Chandler Lions have a lead against the Jones Longhorns 6-0. This is the Jones Journal broadcast of Jones High School football.
What? What'd she say? What's happened? Oh.
Welcome back to the 2nd quarter. Going to be a 1st and 10 for the Longhorns. Carson May in the shotgun, one receiver right, trips left. May receives the shotgun snap. Looking right. He's going to have Trey Darrell open. Going to get brought down, stretches to about the 40-yard line. They'll call him down. That's going to be good for another bank first down.
And just some numbers from the 1st quarter. Total offense, Jones had 66 yards to Chandler's 103. Time of possession, pretty much even, right about 5.5 to 6 minutes each for both teams. Chandler made their yards on the ground, as we talked about. 10 rushes for 83 yards, 2 passes. Jones had 9 rushes for 43 yards with 4 pass completions.
May's going to keep it on the ground, mix it to the right side. It's going to get along that right edge. It's going to get pushed out of bounds. Good solid run there on 1st down. That's going to bring up second and about 3. So let's call it a gain of 7 for May.
Everything else in the 1st quarter, pretty much, I think the telling statistics right now is that for 3rd down conversions, Jones was 0 for 4, Chandler was 3 for 4. And it pretty much came on that one drive, that's their scoring drive.
May in the shotgun, trips left. And he's looking over. He gets away from a couple of pressures. He's still going to hold.
Looks for Murphy.
Murphy there, and that is going to be incomplete. That's a difficult pass to make there, Chris.
Certainly, and we've talked about this at several games about how elusive Carson May is, how he's able to kind of, jump around. Being as tall as he is, you don't expect him to be as nimble. And he was able to kind of bounce around, avoid some of those defensive linemen, and then make that, pretty good pass to Murphy, just a little bit outside of his grasp.
It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 3 for the Longhorns. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. May gets the shotgun snap. It's going to be caught immediately by Darrell, and he's going to get a few extra yards. That's going to be good for a bank first down.
And Ty Darrell is coming up big tonight. Several big catches.
Pass complete. Tackle made by number 7, Stephon Mackey.
Darrell has been open on that right side, and he's been able to make a few misses. And on the tackle there is their quarterback, number 11, Caden Jones. So keep an eye on that. May going to have some time. Going around, still looking in the pocket. He's going to make that pass. That is complete to Darrell.
We have a line judge running in from on the far side saying that was trapped off the ground. But, man, it looked good.
It looked good from our angle. Looked good from our fans' angle. And so, but they will take that. 2nd down and 10.
It was a beautiful pass by Carson May.
Absolutely, and the awareness in the pocket and using the feet. He doesn't just use those feet to get down the field, just to move around there in the pocket and find the open receiver. That was a good attempt there. 3 receivers left, 1 right. May's going to look left, get Murphy. He's going to set up that. He's going to be brought down. That's going to bring up 3rd down for the Longhorns. Loss of a few, so they're going to bring down 3rd down and 10. The Longhorns take a timeout, so we're going to take a timeout as well. This is the Jones Journal broadcast of Jones High School football.
Am I still echoing? Sarah? She's up. She's good. Am I still echoing? Uh-oh.
Bring it back. I'll do that. You said I can hear you talking on break. Welcome back to the Jones Journal broadcast of Jones High School football. The inaugural Jones Kiwanis Disc Golf Tournament will be held at Beatty Mulhausen Park on October 10th. Early bird registration of $35 has been extended to October 9th. Proceeds will benefit the park. Registration can be found on the Jones Kiwanis Facebook page. 3rd down and 9 upcoming for the Longhorns.
You're in 4-down territory for the Longhorns. Your kicker can't make a 50-yard field goal.
And he's going to have Elijah Reed open. That's going to be too strong for Reed to get that. That's going to bring up 4th down.
May took a blindside shot and was slow to get up, but man, that's a tough shot to take for a quarterback on the back. But like I said, you're in 4-down territory. You're going to go for it here.
Big down right here. Let's go, folks. Let them hear you.
May gets the shotgun snap. Moving around, looking downfield. Going to get that. That is going to be complete.
Caden Carl on the catch.
Caden Carl's going to get enough for a bank first down. As we mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast, we are in the stands and we are at the part where it's going to be very difficult to see, and so we will do our best on this call here. It's going to be 1st down and 10 to go. Ball on the just about the 10-yard line.
Yep, chain gang's down, so it looks like we're on the 9-yard line, 1st and goal.
Nay gets the shotgun snap. Got some time.
Oh,
wide open. That is going to be a bank first touchdown. Caden Carl with a touchdown reception from Carson May.
We have nothing like a little color cannon to go off for a touchdown from our high school fans that have made it out tonight. Student section sporting pink tonight. I think October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so you'll see a lot of pink. And our cheerleaders, they have the pink pom-poms. The student section sporting a bunch of pink.
Nate Veers in for the point after, and that is good. Giving Jones the lead. That is 7-6. The Longhorns leading the Lions. About 9:38 left here in the first half.
was a great answer by the Longhorns offense to the touchdown of Chandler, kind of reestablishing, keeping the game tight, taking the lead with that extra point, which we'll see how big that missed extra point was from Chandler on that first drive. It'll be really important now for the defense to come back and reassert the dominance that they had on those first couple possessions, and keep Chandler from just running the ball again, and keep a tab on Hill, make sure that he doesn't break away, but also know where Caden Jones is at all times.
That is absolutely going to be a key here. That was also a good, sustained drive and give your defense a chance to rest and recover a little bit during that time. Last time Veers kicked, we had a high kick that was mishandled by the Lions. Let's see what we do here. Veers lined up, takes that. That's going to be a drive. It's going to be fielded at the 35-yard line. He's going to have some room on the left. Going to get on and get down to about the 45-yard line. That is going to be number 3, Carson Flagg. It's about 23 yards on that return. It's going to give the Lions excellent field position here. And so let's see how the Longhorns respond. Last time the Lions had the ball, they did march 99 yards down the field for a touchdown. Give the Lions, let's see what they do here. Lion quarterback Caden Jones is going to be back in the shotgun. Hill to his right. Jones gets a shotgun snap. Gonna move. He's gonna be met in the backfield. That's a sack.
It looked as if Caden Jones was looking to essentially take that, like a fake a pass, and then take that run, and that defense just collapsed right on him.
That is gonna push the Lions back into their own territory. Gonna bring up a 2nd and 16. Caden Jones. Back to receive the shotgun snap. Hill to his right. One receiver left, 2 right. A low snap that is fielded by Jones, and he's going to get brought down. That's another loss of a yard. That's going to be bringing up 3rd down and 17 for the Lions.
I think it's very important here for your corners and your safeties not to kind of fall asleep with all those consistent runs. And keep an eye on a drop back or a play action pass right here. With 3rd and long, probably going to see Jones try to pass the ball deep.
We get that. They set up the screen, and he is met immediately by a herd of Longhorns. That's going to bring up a 4th down. And it looks like they are going to send the punt unit out.
Return, Braden this way.
You had Braden Martin kind of on a rush on Jones on that one. So Jones had to get rid of it quick. It was a setup screen, but he had to get rid of it a little bit faster than he wanted to. Braden Martin still kind of pushed him into the ground, and you saw Jones kind of pleading his case for a flag, but it wasn't happening.
It's going to be an end-over-end kick that goes over to the right.
We're going to have probably an unnecessary roughness penalty coming back on the ball, which is not necessarily what we needed when we have a poor kick.
Absolutely. That is most likely going to be the call. Let's see what the head referee is going to do. That was thrown at about the 35-yard line. It's going to be a hold on the Longhorns, and so they'll run it back 10 yards from there. So that'll set up the Longhorns 1st and 10 from about the 25-yard line.
Holding is the call on the defense.
It's only a 5-yard difference, but I would say we may have got the good graces of the crew on that one. Looked like Corbin Cox had slung around probably their deep snapper with the ball kind of away from the field, and they'd called the hold versus the unnecessary roughness. We'll take it.
Xavier Zachary in at running back for the Longhorns. Zachary's going to get that up the middle. He's got a little bit of room. Bring him down at the 36-yard line. That is going to be good for a bank first down. Once again, we've talked about that change of pace back, and that's exactly what you saw in that play, Chris.
And Zachary is significantly smaller than Cox, so he's able to kind of hide behind the line where Cox is taller, bigger back, kind of more visible. So Zachary can kind of hide a little bit early on and get slip through that first layer.
Emmett Murphy's going to be complete out to about the 43-yard line, so a couple of yards short of a first down. It's going to bring up second, about 2. 2nd and 2 for the Longhorns. May in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Zachary in the backfield. Zachary is going to get the call, makes a spin. He's going to come forward. Let's see where they mark him.
It's going to be right at the markers. May have a measurement.
They're going to mark him a little bit shy of what I was anticipating. So, but it's 3rd and inches upcoming for the Longhorns.
John Marshall.
If only we had instant replay to move that ball forward a half a yard. So we're going to have a timeout from the Jones Longhorns.
So the Longhorns will take a timeout, and so will we, with about 6:17 left in the first half. This is the Jones Journal broadcast of Jones High School football.
Welcome back to the broadcast. We're coming back. The Longhorns came out and did a quick snap. We had a run by Carson May, but unfortunately it looks like it was called back for a holding. It's going to move us back to 3rd and 11 with 6:12 remaining.
Brings up 3rd and 9 for the Longhorns.
May drops back to pass. Looking out for Elijah Reed.
He's got that. That's going to be good. Let's see. They're bringing it. That is going to be good for a bank first down.
Amazing catch by Reed. Letting out, getting that.
Not even close, guys. It's a first.
It seems to be a little bit of discussion. The referee gives that call for the first down. A little bit of unnecessary drama from the.
I think the umpire wanted to give the spot and let the referee make that decision. I mean, it really wasn't that close, but he'll defer to the white hat.
Apologies, I had some mic issues a second ago. May in the backfield, hands to Cox, barreling for a couple of yards. Bring up 2nd down and 8.
Being out in the open air, in the stands, we have some new mics tonight. Just kind of gives us a few different challenges that we're trying to work through.
Brings up 2nd and 8 for the Longhorns.
Or maybe I just muted your mic on purpose.
Oh. 3 receivers left, 1 receiver right. May in the shotgun, Cox to his left. About 10 seconds left here in the play clock. May gets a shotgun snap. Looking left, looking right. He's going to make that. That is incomplete to Durrell.
It was a great defensive play by number 11, Peyton Jones, the quarterback. Was right on Durrell. Was able to hit Durrell's hands right about time to catch the ball. The ball went through Durrell's hands into the chest.
Another 3rd and long upcoming for the Longhorns. May in the shotgun, trips left, 1 right. May gets the shotgun snap. It's got Caden Carl, and that is going to be good for a bank first down. Another way to move the chains.
Great catch by Caden Carl. You see the Longhorns starting to spread the field a little bit more. More of what we're used to seeing from Carson May, the drop back. He's getting a little bit better protection from the offensive line. He was running around a little bit earlier in the game. It seems like he's kind of settling in. The offensive line is starting to settle in. And our wide receivers are getting an open and making some big catches.
Reed is in motion. And he fumbles that, and that is going to be a turnover, and the Lions are going to get that back. The turnover can be the great equalizer in a game like this.
And that's not something you always see. We don't normally see Reed put the ball on the ground. He comes off the field, he's upset. He's usually our sure hands. That's why we put him back on kickoff return. That's why you put him back on punt return. He doesn't normally put the ball on the ground. So it's kind of uncharacteristic, but it gives a great opportunity for our defense to come back and make a stand.
Caden Jones in the backfield for the Lions. A little bit of a low snap. He's looking over. He's going to run around. He's way back in the pocket. He's going to make that. Almost intercepted. That's about as close as you can get as a turnover on the first play.
Carter Cranford knew what to do. The ball was coming right at him. I mean, it hit him right in the numbers. I'm still quiet.
2nd down upcoming for the Lions.
Fans are getting a little bit excited over here.
Running right, option right. He's going to pitch to Hill. He's going to get a few more yards. Going to bring up 3rd down and long for the Longhorns.
And that's something the defense doesn't need to do. They don't need to lose focus of Hill. We have to keep an eye on him because, right now they've been throwing the ball a little bit. Jones has been running the ball some. We have to always be cognizant of where Hill is at all times because he is that home run threat that could break this game open early.
3rd down and 8 upcoming for the Lions. Caden Jones with the snap. He's got some time. Looking. He's going to pass that. In and out of the hands of number 34, Clag. No, excuse me, that's Darian Mon. He's going to bring up 4th down and long, and the punt team is going to come out.
Yeah, Darian Mahan, he was the one that made that the big catch earlier to keep that scoring drive alive, and he almost did it right there.
Number 8, Elijah Reed, back to receive the punt.
Much better punt.
It's going to be high.
Oh, we got a little unsportsmanlike conduct here on the ground. Number 17 kind of ripped Braden Martin's helmet off, so we will be the beneficiary. We'll be the beneficiary of a 15-yard penalty right here. There's a little bit of wrestling. Number 17 for Chandler added on in the extracurricular activities by taking Martin's helmet with him.
And good composure by Martin there, the junior. Shows good leadership when you football's an emotional sport and you can't get carried away, and so that showed some composure there. On
Yeah,
that
once his
play.
helmet was ripped off, he kind of just stood up, kind of got a little upset, but didn't, do anything outlandish or unnecessary.
So yeah, personal foul face mask on the Lions. So that will be the 15-yard variety.
That's great. It helps net us, we're at the 15-yard line. That puts you at the 30. It's much better field position.
3 minutes and 39 seconds left here in the half. While they're getting set, let's go ahead and thank the Overman Legal Group. The Overman Legal Group wishes all the student-athletes a safe and successful season. Visit overmanlegal.com to see why Overman Legal is Oklahoma's top-rated law firm. Go Longhorns! So 3 minutes and 39 seconds left here in the opening half. Longhorns leading the Lions 7-6.
It's important to pick up where we left off. The fumble by Reed kind of killed that drive or stopped the drive, but we were moving the ball pretty swiftly down the field. Unfortunately, we started out with Ty Tucker, jumping on, the first count, backing us up 5 and putting us behind the chains on 1st and 15. But we'll see if we can open up the field, stretch it again, and let Carson May kind of take control with his arm.
Two receivers right, one receiver left. May in the shotgun. He receives it. Looking. He's going to connect with Reed. He's got some room. Turn that horn loose. That's going to be a bank first touchdown by Elijah Reed. What a great pitch and catch there.
We spoke about it multiple times. It was an amazing catch. He was upset about dropping that ball earlier and putting it on the ground, turning it over and killing that drive. What does he do? He comes out, takes that deep slant route.
Your senior comes out with a 75-yard touchdown.
Carson May hits him in stride, and it's 75 yards off to the races.
And the kick is good. So that is the way to get that off quick. So 3 minutes and 28 seconds left until halftime, with the Jones Longhorns leading the Chandler Lions 14-6.
Well, we've got 2 touchdowns, we have 2 extra points, and we have 2 footballs stuck up on top of the home team's field house. So we're gonna need halftime to climb up there and get them down.
we do have a new sponsor for the Jones Journal tonight, and it's a happy birthday sponsor. The Jones Journal would like to give a special birthday shout out to Mandy Branch. Mandy is a pre-K teacher at Jones Elementary School and loves to watch Longhorn football. Happy birthday, Mandy.
I know that.
That was a very thoughtful sponsorship there, Chris.
Hey, I'm going to pay for that one. Not only in the sponsorship, but once I get home tonight. But, I'd like to thank her for letting me come out tonight and be part of the broadcast, because it is her birthday weekend. She's at the house watching the broadcast with the kids. I love you, babe.
Nate Beers is going to kick that there. It's going to be fielded by the Lions at the 45-yard line, and that's where they will start with about 3 minutes and 27 seconds left.
Well, the only thing we could have done differently on that last drive was kill a little more clock. But I'll take the 75-yard touchdown and see if our defense can hold pat and stop the Chandler Lions right here and either attempt another score or take it to the locker room with a 14-6 lead.
Oh, it looks like we're going to give the Lions another 5 yards as a couple of Longhorns jumped in the neutral zone. It's going to bring up 1st and 5 for the Lions. Longhorns will receive the second half kickoff. Caden Jones at the shotgun snap. Hill
Expect to see
lined up
Hill
in the
touch
pistol.
the ball quite a bit on this drive.
He breaks that first tackle, and what tremendous speed he shows. That's going to be good for a first down. Chris, that really shows you what happens when that first man there doesn't bring him down. He can do some damage.
Yeah, I mean, our defense has to take responsibility of keeping contained. They let him get outside the tackles, and if he gets outside the tackles and breaks that first barrier, he's very difficult to bring down. And he's quick, fast, and he can break away, and you're not going to stop him.
Jones is going to run up the middle, carrying over to that right side. Going to be brought down. Clock continues to run. Going to bring up second down. We'll give about a yard. Bring up second down and 9 for the Lions. 2 minutes and 45 seconds left here until halftime.
Brings up second and 9 for the Lions.
I would think Chandler's going to stick with a steady dose of Hill and Jones right here.
That is going to be Hill over to that right side. Breaks a couple of tackles. Still going. Going to get brought down really close to the sticks. It's going to be third down.
Yeah, TJ Thompson had him for a loss. He just kind of slipped through his hands out here, and then once he breaks that first tackle, he's good for 8.
He's going to bring up third down and 2 for the Lions. I formation. Hill's going to get that up the middle. That is going to be good for a first down. Is going to be brought down about the 25-yard line. They will move the chains. The chains have been moved, and the clock continues to run. 1 minute and 39 seconds left here. Lions with the ball first and 10 at the 25-yard line. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver right. Caden Jones in the shotgun. The fullback goes in motion over to that right
Keep an eye on
side.
34, Darian Mahan of Hills.
Hill, patient run, but they get him down. Hill was patient, waiting for those blockers. It just never developed. That was a good job covering that by the Longhorn defense.
Yeah, you'll take that right now. It's still a 6-yard gain. I mean, it looked like it was almost a no gain from where you're setting at and the vantage point of how long it's strung out. It's still a 6-yard gain, but we'll take that with 50 seconds left in the game. Now they're looking for Darian Mahan, and talking about great coverage.
That was incomplete, yeah.
That was Carter Cranford on the play. Was looking for the ball, was able to slow down. You had Mahan, which has made a couple big catches tonight. He's obviously Jones's go-to receiver. Was right there to make a play, and Cranford kind of held him up a little bit and jumped up and batted the ball away. Excellent play by Cranford.
We'll bring up 3rd and 5 for the Lions. 47 seconds left. Got a trips formation to the left side. 1 receiver to the right. They're going to bring Hill. He's going to be in motion. He looks back immediately, does not throw it there. Carrying. It's going to get brought down. Let's see where they mark that. They are going to say that's going to be good for a Lion first down. Give him about 5 yards on the carry.
So the Lions have all 3 timeouts with 40 seconds left in the half. So it wouldn't be surprised to see if they don't go ahead and take a timeout right here, stop the clock.
And they're going to take a timeout, and we will take a timeout as well. This is the Jones Journal broadcast of Jones High School football, brought to you by Go Wireless. Welcome back to the Jones Journal broadcast of Jones High School football. The Lions will have a 1st and 10, about 40 seconds left here in the opening half. Probably a lower scoring opening half than we envisioned coming in here, Chris.
Yeah, the Longhorns defense has done a great job. Last week, we held Star Spencer to 6 points, and those 6 points were in the fourth quarter. So, the fact that we've held them is, it goes to show that our defense really is pretty stout. In the coach's corner, yet last night you were talking with our defensive coordinator, and he said that they've made some changes on rather than playing players both ways. They're now single way players, which has kept them pressure, which has made our defense a little bit stouter.
And that was Hill was open, but that was incomplete.
Yeah, Hill was wide open. Jones just couldn't get it over to him.
If he held on to that, he's probably getting 6.
If you have football number 21, please meet the man, the myth, the legend, Austin Curry down in the west end zone.
Trips left, one receiver right. Caden Jones in the shotgun. He's going to carry that, and he's going to get brought down as the clock continues to run. The Lions will go ahead and take another timeout. 28.7 seconds left. We'll keep it here for this timeout.
Jones on the keeper.
Yeah, you'll see that it looks like the Jones defense has kind of devoted the outside linebacker, whether it be the weak side or the strong side, pretty much to just covering Hill on that particular play. We had Will Irvine Hill swung out to look for a swing pass, and Irvine was just shadowing him the entire time, which is keeping Jones from being able to dump it off, and he's actually having to search and find receivers, which is making it a little bit more tough because, as we talked about, they're not a passing offense. And if they do pass it, a lot of their passes are little swing passes to Hill to get him out in space and open field. So it's a great defensive plan so far. We'll make sure that Chandler's going to go and make their adjustments at halftime. Jones will have to counter those, and we'll see if our defensive line can continue to provide pressure on Jones and keep the ball out of Hill's hands as much as possible.
It's been a strong showing from the defense. Speaking of the defense, you mentioned the coach's corner. We talked to defensive coordinator David Quinn, who mentioned that his mother tunes into our broadcast. And so a quick shout out to Coach Quinn's mom, who's out there watching on the YouTube stream. And so we'd like to say hello and hope you're enjoying Longhorn football and the performance here. Coach Quinn's defense is on the field again, 3rd and 10. Jones, pump fake. He's going to the end zone. That is going to be incomplete. 3rd down and 10 upcoming, about 23 seconds here.
That was number 12, Cameron Sweat, on the defensive play. Our defensive backs have held pretty good with the wide receiving core tonight.
And it looks like the Lions are lining up for a field goal here on 4th down. It is worth noting that Caden Jones, the quarterback, is the holder in case they try any sort of fake.
This would be effectively a 33-yard field goal, and there's plenty of distance.
And he got that. That's going to bring the score to Jones 14, Chandler 9. With 17
that was a great
seconds
kick by
left.
Connor Allman.
You don't always see the teams in our district to have a kicker who can make that, and so that's a impressive kick.
Yeah, it's rare in small school ball to see a team that has a kicker that you feel confident, and you could tell that Chandler was very confident in sending Almond out there with 17 seconds left, in the first half, and feeling that he was going to make that kick. It'll be interesting to see what Chandler does here. If they just kind of squib it, you don't want to give the Jones return men, especially Elijah Reed, any opportunity to put his hands on this ball with 17 seconds left in the first half. Probably see another pooch kick over here to Mason Weir at number 1 or to number 9, Ty Tucker.
That's exactly what you see. Caden Carl's going to get that. He's got some room. Going to get brought down at the 45-yard line. They're going to stop the clock with about 10 seconds left. Do have a Longhorn slow to get up.
We got number 10, Max Wynn, down.
Max able to walk on his own power over to the sidelines.
So you got 1, maybe 2 plays here for the Longhorns. See if they. We know that Carson May has, close to enough arm to get it to the end zone, but I would expect them to throw maybe a deep slant route, something like we saw Reed catch and break that 75-yard pass. Or your other opportunity is to kind of just throw a little swing pass here and see if you can make something happen out in open field.
Quick to Emmett Murphy. He's going to make it out of bounds. About 5.7 seconds left.
Number 17, tackle made by number 15, Luke Russell.
So you see a timeout by the Longhorns. They're probably setting up the last play of the half.
That is likely going to be the case.
Timeout by Chandler.
So we will keep it here, as we've only got about 5.7 seconds left, and this is presumably going to be the last play of the first half. Coming up here pretty soon, and as is the case, what we'll do is after this half is over, we will set a timer for 20 minutes, and then we will come back there. It's getting a little colder out here in Chandler, America, but it's a beautiful night for football.
Hey, it's a beautiful night under the lights. I'll take it. It's starting to really feel like fall. We've had some amazing. The first 4 weeks of the season when the weather was just absolutely amazing. It was t-shirt weather, but wasn't hot, miserable. Now we're getting into the light jacket, and soon we'll be sitting outside, broadcasting a game, talking about how we're freezing.
Absolutely. But it is also good not to see those cramps all the time with this cooler weather. May has the ball. He's going to get chased. He's going to throw that. Is going to be complete. We've got some room. That will do it. That is going to be good for a bank first down, but the 0.0 left on the clock. That will be halftime with your Jones Longhorns leading the Chandler Lions 14-9. This is the Jones Journal presentation of Jones High School football, brought to you by Go Wireless. We will see you again back on the air in about 20 minutes. All right, welcome back to the Jones Journal presentation of Jones High School football, brought to you by Go Wireless. Got about 2 minutes left until we move into the second half. I'd like to go ahead and thank Go Wireless because we really could not do this without Go Wireless. They're able to provide the wireless internet for us, a hotspot, and it's a strong enough signal for us to be able to broadcast this on YouTube so that you're able to watch that. So definitely check out Go Wireless. Go Wireless is Oklahoma's premier wireless internet. Check out their website, go-wireless.us. Go Wireless says Go Longhorns. We also want to thank Bank First. The Jones Journal invites all our listeners to stop by your local Bank First to check out their incredibly low interest rates and all the benefits of the loyalty checking account. Bank First, loyal to the Longhorns, loyal to you. Well, got a couple minutes until the second half, Chris, and Chris is going to take a water break. I caught him off guard right there, but
I'm back. We're ready to rock and roll.
Chris is back.
Yeah, minute 40 left in half. Longhorns will receive the kickoff. Look forward to seeing them execute, continuing in the passing game as they were there in that second quarter. First quarter started out a little bit slow. It was a defensive battle. Carson kind of settled in there in the second quarter, hit some of his open receivers. Caden Carl had a big catch. It's just the sure hands of that wide receiving core really helped them kind of gain that edge to get to that 14 points. The kicking game has been solid as far as extra points, and that's effectively the difference of the game is that Chandler misses with one extra point. They make the field goal, and we're in 5-point difference. We really need to see Jones tack on a touchdown just to give that 2-score lead that makes you feel a lot more comfortable when you're on defense.
No doubt about that. And as you said, the Longhorns will receive the opening kickoff of the half. We'll see Elijah Reed back there with an opportunity to make another impact on this game. The Longhorns are making the way to the sidelines, and the special teams crew ready to receive. We'll go out there. The game clock has been set, 12 minutes left. The Lions look to be lined up. Elijah Reed deep for the Longhorns. Murphy and Caden Carl also back there as well.
A few team stats on the half. Jones had 266 yards of total offense, 63 yards rushing, 203 passing, which is what we're used to seeing from the Jones Longhorns. Chandler had 135 yards total offense, 112 of that being on the ground, which is also what we expected to see out of this team. That short kickoff kind of bounced into Braden Martin's hands. It didn't look like he was prepared for that, but was able to catch that and run forward for a couple yards.
Excellent field position for the Longhorns going into the third quarter.
Time of possession, first half, almost identical. 11 minutes and 48 seconds to 11 minutes and 42 seconds.
Can't get much closer than that. And so let's see what the Longhorns do to start off this second half. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Reed is in motion. He's going to get to Cox. Makes the first tackler miss. Going to get a couple of yards. Going to get fall forward into Lion territory. That's going to bring up second down.
That little side jump from Cox is not something that we're used to seeing.
And so even in his senior year, still working on his arsenal of runs and how he can benefit this team. Second down upcoming for the Longhorns. Call it second down and 5. Carl's going to be in motion. That's a low snap. May is going to pick it up. It is intercepted. That is not, and May's going to get that tackle. That was a broken play that May tried to do too much. And number 12, Zion Ward, stepped in front of that and carried it. And the Lions are going to have tremendous field position off the May interception right there. Sometimes when a play goes bad like that, you just have to take your losses and move forward. And that was not a great decision. I think May would like to have that one back.
Yeah, I think he picked that ball up. He had his running back kind of just sitting there. He was just trying to make something out of nothing. Dump it off, even if it's an incomplete pass, move the ball back up to the original line.
New quarterback in for the Lions, Alec Jackson. He takes a shot. And we can't they are going to call that a touchdown. Number 6, Alec Jackson, a 6'2 freshman, was brought in, finds his receiver, and all of a sudden you have a 15-14 game. The Lions were able to score off that very first play here in the that drive.
Yeah, the ball was placed, where only the receiver could get to it. The fact that he got his feet in bounds was, a great play. But with the defensive back, really, there was nothing more he could do on that play. The ball was just perfectly thrown.
All right, here's a false start on the extra point, which if we wouldn't have already seen their kicker kick a 30-plus yard field goal, we'd think this was a dangerous spot for the Lions, but we know he's absolutely capable of this. But let's see what happens. Jackson is the holder again, so I don't know where they got a piece of it. That is going to be no good, leaving the score Chandler 15, Jones 14.
Yeah, number 12, Cameron Sweat, kind of was able to get a little piece of that. Keep the score a 1-point game. And it is interesting to see that, we talked, Caden Jones, their quarterback, which has really, put us kind of back on our heels with his running game this game. Didn't come out the first half for that first play. Also didn't hold, which he was the holder. So it'll be interesting to see if Jones is hurt and he's not out for the rest of the game, or if bringing in, that freshman quarterback that threw that beautiful pass, Alec Jones, if he's going to remain in the game as a quarterback.
They've done these short kicks all night, so let's see what the Lions do here. Up 1 point early in the third quarter. Here's the approach. Elijah Reed fumbles the snap, but he's able to pick that back up, gets into the middle, gets up to about the 40-yard line. Anytime you see the ball in the turf on those, you kind of hold your breath a little bit, but Reed was able to recover, pick that up, and get a few positive yards.
Yeah, on those kicks, Reed starts out so deep, used to having, most of the kickers kick these balls incredibly deep. And then he came running up on a kick, and it's tough to field those. And he kind of muffed a little bit, was able to pick it up, recover it, and then make, a couple yards on that carry.
Last time the Longhorns had a turnover, they responded back on the very next drive. Let's see what the Longhorns can do here. May's going to take a shot back. Throws that. That's going to be... Reed is able to get one hand on it, but that's going to fall incomplete, a little bit behind Elijah Reed, and bring up second down and 10 for the Longhorns.
Yeah, it'll be important here for Carson, just kind of dust off that interception and kind of find his open receivers, make some good passes, and get the ball moving down the field once again.
Second down, 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. You're going to make the pump. Oh, he's got Emmett Murphy wide open. Turn that horn loose. Touchdown, Longhorns. That is a bank first touchdown. That is Carson May to Emmett Murphy on the long pitch and catch, 61 yards. That is what your leaders do, Chris. When you make a mistake, you turn around and have a strong play.
Exactly. The 2 biggest plays of the game, the 2 longest plays of the game have come immediately after the Longhorns get the ball on a turnover.
We knew that was potentially going to be an issue, but wow. That was a good, and do the swinging gate.
Elijah Reed takes the ball.
Elijah Reed has it. A unique formation there, but going for 2, but did not.
Yeah, we got a bunch of laundry on the field. I assume that you're gonna have like an illegal formation that our guys we didn't have enough on the line, which will probably be declined by the Chandler Lions, and we'll move to kickoff.
Well, he's talking to the coach a little bit longer than I'd expect, so.
Yep.
The
illegal shift
that is declined. Accepted. So we have not even played 5 minutes yet, or a few minutes yet of this second quarter or third quarter, and 10:56 left. Already had 2 scores. Definitely a faster pace second half so far. We'll go ahead and thank the Jones Kiwanis Club. The inaugural Jones Kiwanis Club Disc Golf Tournament will be held at Beatty Mulhausen Park on October 10th. That's next Saturday. Early bird registration of $35 has been extended to October 9th. Proceeds will benefit the park registration and can be found, will benefit the park. Registration can be found on the Jones Kiwanis Facebook page. I actually went to the Kiwanis Club meeting today, and there's a lot of freebies that they're going to be giving out. A retail value of $45 for that $35 registration for those first registrants. So if you play disc golf, great opportunity to pick up some swag and go there. Good kick. Going to be fielded at about the 20. He's going to get past his first man. Got some room. Good, strong tackle there by number 30. Mason Cruz get the tackle, but the Lions will have the ball. So let's see who's going to come out and quarterback for the Lions.
It
looks like Jackson is coming back again. So they are going out again with their freshman, Alec Jackson.
Yeah, looking across the sidelines, I haven't seen Caden Jones on the sidelines, which, always makes you wonder if there's an injury. We hope that, everything's all right with him.
Hand up to the fullback up the middle. He's going to be brought down after a short gain. On the tackle. That's going to be... Oh.
It was Cameron Estrada was on the tackle.
Estrada. Second down and 7 for the Longhorns. Hill's going to get that on the right side. Ooh, good, strong tackle. Going to bring him down. Going to be third down. Is that Estrada again?
I think Cameron Cox was
Cameron Cox.
Caden Cox. Corbin Cox. We'll get it right one of these times.
Second half jitters taking over here on the broadcast. Just hit the 10-minute mark. Once again, I formation. Jackson under center. He's going to pass it to Hill. He's easily going to pick up the first down. And is brought down by Caden Carl.
you have Jones out of the game, which was a junior, a seasoned veteran for the Chandler Lions. You bring in Alec Jackson, who threw a great, beautiful pass as a first play, but he's also still a freshman. So you would expect to see him. Looks like he's comfortable under center. You're going to see a lot of under center action, a lot more ground game, like your traditional I formation.
Another heavy dose of Hill, but he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage. Good pressure up front by the Longhorns to bring up second down.
It was a great job by Corbin Cox. He got hold of one leg and just held on and waited for his teammates to arrive. If Hill's able to break free of that first tackle, we know that he can get away and score pretty quickly.
We call that a loss of 1, 2nd and 11. Jackson under center. And he's going to be shoved, and they're going to bring him down at the 40-yard line. That is a tremendous sack.
And I think that just goes back to, Jackson being a freshman. There was a little bit of pressure from the defensive line up front. They kind of got a little bit nervous and tried to scramble probably a little bit too soon. He probably could have waited another half a second and maybe got the ball away, but he got so excited, tried to get out of there, and the Longhorn defensive line was able to chase him down.
3rd and 25 upcoming for the Lions. Jackson in the shotgun. Got the receiver in motion. They're going to hand that off on the left side.
It'll sweep to Zion Ward.
He's still on his feet, but he's not going to get anywhere close to the first down. That will bring up 4th down. A good, solid defensive stand by the Longhorns that time, Chris.
It's always good whenever you have 4th and 20 plus. And you're able to put Elijah Reed back to return a punt. You feel good about how your defense held up on that stand. Reed calls for a fair catch.
And we will see the Longhorn offense once again. 7:55 left in this eventful third quarter, with the Jones Longhorns leading the Chandler Lions 20-15. First down and 10 for the Longhorns. Ball at the 29-yard line. May in the shotgun. Hands it to Cox. He's got some room. Breaks the tackle. Going to get down. Let's get to the 36 or 37. Solid run on first down.
You got 2nd and 3. I think this is a good opportunity for the Longhorns to look for a pass. Maybe out here to Elijah Reed on the left, maybe a little out, or send Murphy deep.
May's going to get this, going to dance around, going to get a block by Reed on the edge, but the rest of the rush is going to get him back at the 30-yard line, and so that's going to be a big loss. And the gain to go is the 37, so it's going to bring up a 3rd down and long for the Longhorns.
Yeah, it's a 5-yard loss on the play.
Where you had an easy 3rd down conversion. Right. Now you're going to have a long 6 coming up here for the Longhorns.
Which what it does is it puts you back into a passing down position. It allows the defensive backs to know that the ball is going to be in the air.
Looks like there's going to be some room on that right side. May is going to get Caden Carl.
Caden Carl on the catch.
Good for a first down. That's a bank first down. A great catch by Caden Carl. Able to hold on to that with a pride of Lions surrounding him, trying to get that ball.
Right, and tonight we're even graced with Caden's grandparents are here in town, out of Hayes, Kansas. So they're sitting next to us, and we're able to talk to them about watching future broadcasts. So they're excited to know that the Jones Journal can be available to them for the future games, even up in Hayes, Kansas, out on 70.
First down. Corbin Cox is going to get up the middle, get a few yards. Call him down about the 46-yard line in Lion territory. Going to bring up second down. Second down, 7. Give him about 3 yards.
Caden's grandfather, his name's Mike Carl, and he actually does the color play for Fort Hays State up in Kansas and for their college football team. Unfortunately, they aren't having a season this year, so he was able to give me pointers during the halftime of what I should be doing.
May got some room. We are going to have a flag on this. That is going to be incomplete on the right side, and another flag, so we could have 2.
Yeah, we're going to have a holding penalty on our offensive line and then a late hit roughing the passer on Chandler. So you'll have offsetting penalties, and we'll get to replay the down.
Flags on the field.
And it was a holding on the Longhorns and a roughing the passer on Chandler Lions. Was offsetting penalties.
So we'll be second down and 7 one more time. Looks like the official's taking a timeout to explain this to Coach Martin.
I think Coach Martin is asking for clarification. He thinks that it was a late hit after the play, seeking to enforce the holding penalty, back him up 10, but then move it forward 15 and get an automatic first down.
The automatic first down, that's important there, okay. Coach Martin looks good with the explanation. That is an official's timeout, and so that's not going to be charged against either squad. And so the Longhorns will have it second down and 7. Two receivers right, one receiver left. May in the shotgun, Cox to his side. May's going to look to run. Got a little bit of room there. It's going to get down. Let's call it about the 41-yard line. Going to bring up third down and short.
Much more manageable third down than what they were in previously. We talked about it being third and long, 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8. Now you're 3rd and 2. You know, you can bring in T.J. Thompson as kind of a blocking back. Look at giving it to Corbin Cox and getting your 2 yards and moving those chains forward.
May's going to keep that
looks like
again.
he had a busted play.
A good block.
Carson May.
On the left side, that's going to be good for a first down. Corbin Cox on the block on the left side.
It's a great job of making something out of nothing. It was a completely busted play. Carson looked confused there. It looked like the play was probably supposed to be what looked to be a planned draw, maybe. At least Carson thought it was supposed to be a planned draw. But then the C's opened up the middle. Carson was able to kind of bounce it out and reach for that first down, which is a huge first down.
The 6 seconds left on the game clock. Oh, they've reset that.
Got Xavier Zachary in. It's a good hard run.
Good hard first down run. We'll bring up second down for the Longhorns. Zachary gets about 4 yards on that first down play. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. May in the shotgun. Longhorns changing the play, looking to the sidelines. May gets the snap. He's got some time. He's looking. Going to have Cardle
over on the
out on the
sideline.
right side. We're going to brought down around the 15-yard line. That's going to be another bank first down.
The defensive backs have been beat a few times tonight, so they're having to play a little bit softer, leaving that underneath throw wide open. It's just pitch and catch for Carson May and for Caden Carl at this point.
First and 10 from the 16-yard line. 2 receivers left, 2 right. May gets the pass. He's looking. That's complete on the right side, pushed out of bounds.
That was a solid play by May. That was Carl in that play was his 3rd check down. The original play was probably looking for Elijah Reed on a little out over here on the side. Then he looked for Everett Murphy, and Caden Carl was the 3rd check down, which just shows the maturity that Carson has this year of moving through those check downs. And it also helps when you're 6'5" and you can stand in there and see all across the field.
It's certainly an advantage. 2nd down and 7. Zachary gets that up the middle. Brought down just shy of the 10-yard line. But once again, it's going to be 3rd and manageable upcoming for the Longhorns. About 4 yards.
Tackle man number 12, Jerry Greenfield.
Yeah, 3rd down and 4. You're in field goal position, but you would love to see a touchdown here.
May's got some time, but the pocket collapses. He's going to get brought down for a sack.
Which takes you out of field goal position, which is not something that you ever want to see. But it does give you a little more field for these receivers to kind of open up and go for it on 4th down.
That was a good effort by the Chandler defense there to force this. It's going to be 4th and 18.
Right. You would have liked to see May got rid of the ball a little bit quicker on that one, found some way to get it back to the line of scrimmage, avoid intentional grounding, rather than taking that sack, because now you're at 4th and 18. A 14-yard loss is a tough loss on that.
Lions show some pressure. May's got some room. He's looking to the end zone. That is going to be batted down in the end zone. Could not connect with Caden Carl. That's going to be a turnover on downs. Chandler will take over with about 2 minutes and 36 seconds
Darian
left.
Mahan. It was the receiver that's caught a few of the big passes. Incredibly smart play by Mahan because he just batted the ball down. Had he intercepted it, he probably gets tackled in the end zone, then start on the 20. It gained him a few yards just by batting that ball down. And we'll continue to see Alec Jackson and the quarterback. So it looks like we're probably going to see him for the rest of the game.
So there's a little bit of confusion on the lineup for the Lions. They've got about 10 seconds left here in the play clock. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver left. Jackson gets that hands off immediately to Hill and down. It looks like they're going to call a face mask.
But I think that might be the wrong call, but I believe that's going to be what the flag is going to be as a face mask. Seemed pretty quick and right in the vicinity on the tackle.
On that
Hopefully they're discussing it and it may be waved off, but we shall see.
And he just said a face mask.
That's surprising that he makes it only a 5-yard face mask. If you're going to call a face mask in that situation, you would have expected the way that he whipped around, that he was expecting it to be a personal foul face mask.
I fully agree, Chris. That's I was afraid we were getting the 15-yard variety with that. 1st and 5 for the Lions.
Ball's on the ground, and the Longhorns, I do believe, have it.
That is a Jones Kiwanis Club turnover. The Longhorns come up big and get that.
Thank you, Kiwanis Club, for that sponsorship. And we'd like to see everyone out at the disc golf tournament coming up, enjoying the new features that we have at our park.
So last time out, Jones had a turnover on downs. They've responded quickly anytime they've turned the ball over. Let's see if that trend repeats itself right here. With incredible field position with the ball inside the red zone. 1st and 10 upcoming for Carson May and the Longhorns. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Going to hand off to Cox. Going to lower his head down, get a few more yards there. Going to bring up 2nd down for the Longhorns.
26 on the carry, tackled by number 12, Jared Greenfield.
Oh, well, you haven't said it, but I thought we were gonna. Are you gonna advertise it? Because I haven't. I can say it.
May going to get a few yards.
We're here in a second.
Number 3 on the carry, tackled made by number 12, Jared Greenfield.
It is going to bring up a 3rd down and 1. May in the shotgun. Going to hand off to Zachary. He's met in the backfield for a loss of a couple. That's going to bring up 4th down for the Longhorns. Let's see what Coach Martin's going to do there.
It was a solid play by Clegg when they're on the linebacker for the Lions.
That's going to be a timeout for the Longhorns, and we will take a timeout as well. This is the Jones Journal broadcast of Jones High School football, brought to you by Go Wireless. We are back, 4th down, and the Longhorns are going for it.
It's a long one. You got Cox in the backfield.
May's going to go for that. He's going to get met. Let's see.
I'm not sure he got it. This is going to be close. May kind of got spun in the air. It all depends on where they spot that ball on the side. Referee's kind of eyeing it. Is he going to call for a measurement?
Yeah, official's going to call the timeout.
Official timeout for measurement.
Now, we can't zoom our camera angle into this, and so look for the reaction of the teams to see if this is good for a 1st down. That is going to be good for a Longhorn 1st down. That is a bank first 1st down. Going to bring up a 1st down and goal for the Longhorns. Ball spotted at the 9-yard line. And even though May was able to get enough yards to get that 1st down, that was quite an effort on the defensive line for Chandler.
Yeah, I mean, you have a very large, quarterback at 6'5", 220 pounds, barreling down. He dives forward, and the fact that he was able to make that stop, and make it as close as it was very impressive.
Looks like the head official was talking to some fans over on the fencing over behind the Longhorn bench, and that's causing the delay in our action here tonight. They still have a minute 12 left here in the third quarter. It's still a one-possession game, Chris, so it's really important to get some points on the board.
It's huge. You know, we just need, it's first and goal from the 9-yard line. You know, we really need to punch this in for a touchdown. You know, a field goal is great. It puts you, up by 8, but it doesn't get you into that two-possession game because you're within the 2-point conversion of being tied up. So we'd love to see the Longhorns punch it into the end zone right here.
And Corbin Cox lowers the shoulder, gets down around the.
It's kind of paradoxical that Corbin Cox really enjoys, the punishment and hitting someone and the pleasure from that pain. And I think that's why he's such a punishing linebacker. Yes, I did say paradoxical.
Yes, that is your word of the week. Shout out to Mrs. Neal's junior English class. There is going to be a flag on this. Cox is going to make it into the end zone. Now let's see what that flag's going to be.
See if we have enough guys on the line. Illegal shift. Unfortunately, it's coming back.
That's it. That wipes off a good run. So one of our sponsors is the word of the week. It's paradoxical. It means seemingly absurd or self-contradictory. The word of the week is brought to you by Mrs. Neal's junior English class at Jones High School. So good working that in, Chris.
We do what we can, but Corbin makes it easy.
Yeah. Second down and 10. 10 seconds left on the game clock. 21 seconds left in the quarter. May gets the shotgun snap. Looking right. Got some time. He's going to have Trey Durrell. That is going to be too tall for Durrell. That is going to be incomplete in the back of the end zone. Bringing up 3rd and 10 with about 10 seconds left.
That's really tough on those plays. They're slow developing plays. You only have 9 yards plus the extra 10 yards in the end zone. It makes it tough for those types of plays to have enough time to develop, enough space to develop, to find that open receiver. Probably look for something a little bit quicker out of Carson's hand this time. You got 10 seconds left in the third quarter. So.
May gets off the snap. He's got that. He's looking. Got a shot. Trey Durrell in the back of the end zone. That is going to be a Longhorn touchdown. That is a bank first touchdown with 5 seconds left here in the third. That's going to put the Longhorns up 26-15.
Well, you can call me wrong because that was another slow developing play. And the second that Trey Durrell got open, Carson May fired a bullet. Straight into Durrell's chest. And it was a beautiful pitch and catch.
Kick snaps down. The hold is good. The kick is up. The kick is good. That is going to be 27-15 with the Longhorns leading the Lions with 5 seconds left here in the third.
It's a huge score. You moved it into a two-possession game. You moved it outside. We know that Chandler has a good field goal kicker. We know that he's hit a 33-yard field goal already. That moves it outside of even a two-possession game with a field goal, so that they have to score 2 touchdowns to take the lead in this. So, which makes your defense. Our defense has played great. We've held them to 15 points. They've come out. They have that freshman quarterback who feels like he wants to settle in. He's made a couple really nice passes, but once you put a little bit of pressure on him, he's quick to flush. So if the defensive line can keep the pressure on it, you like where you're at going into the fourth quarter.
That is a lot of pressure on a freshman quarterback in this type of situation. And like we talked about early in the broadcast, taking the Lions outside of their comfort zone. And so they'll need to have a little bit more of a sense of urgency with a 2-score game. Veers with a solid kick. That's going to be fielded at about the 20-yard line. That's going to be brought up to the middle of the field around the right hash. Good, solid tackle there. That's going to be number 11, Dylan Carpenter.
Special teams has been, a really solid tonight, which is something that we'd struggled with early in the season, whether it be punts, punt returns, kickoff returns, extra points. There was always kind of a little bit of question as to how was the special teams going to perform. Tonight they've been nothing but solid, and that's going to roll us into the fourth quarter.
So that is going to bring us to the end of the quarter, and we are going to take a timeout to thank our sponsors. This is the Jones Journal broadcast of Jones High School football. Okay, we are back at the beginning of the fourth quarter. Lions have the ball at the 31-yard line, first down and 10. Jackson in at quarterback, 2 receivers left, 1 right, Hill in the backfield. Immediate to Hill, and he still is not able to break free on that. Another good containment by the Longhorn defense.
Through 3 quarters, the defense has done a great job. Chandler has a total of 156 yards of total offense, 112 of that on the ground. So the defense, we've talked how 2 of their 4 games, they've been at over 300 yards rushing. We've held them now to 112 yards. They're going to get some of their yards, but
that was
I think you're going to see
tremendous pressure on Jackson.
Grounding. Well, I think he might have illegal touching. I guess there was no flag on the play.
That was almost a interception there. Another one of those freshman type mistakes.
Right. That's something whenever you get rushed in the pocket, you get nervous as a freshman. A veteran quarterback is probably going to go ahead and take that sack or throw it far enough out of the way. Jackson's just a young kid, which is trying to make some plays to get his team back in this game.
Jackson on the delayed handoff to Hill, breaks a few tackles.
He got a few yards, but in those few yards, you saw his burst of speed.
Absolutely. Fourth down and 2. They're sending out the punt unit.
I would be careful to watch a fake on this one. Wouldn't be surprised if they don't try to get a jump. A jumping off sides would be it's a very solid kick and a great catch by Elijah Reed.
Elijah Reed obviously did his damage last week in his punt return against Star Spencer, and he has not had any opportunities on the punts he's had here tonight. A good job.
They've done a great job of containing Elijah tonight, whether that be on the kickoffs, on the punts, even on the offensive side of the ball. He hasn't been outside of the 75-yard play, which he has that big explosive play, but outside of that, he's had very few opportunities to get out in open field. So as the Longhorns start their first drive in the fourth quarter, they've racked up 403 yards of offense compared to the 152 yards that we talked about for Chandler. So it shows that on the offensive side of the ball, we've completely dominated the game. It's just a few small mistakes that have allowed Chandler to stay in the game.
May in the background going to get to Reed. It looks like we're going to have a hold on this as Reed gets out to the sidelines for a short gain. But I imagine this is going to come back 10 and then going to bring up first down and long. Looks like they threw that around the 30-yard line.
He had a personal foul, hands to the face. So that's going to back us up even more than a holding penalty.
personal foul, hands to the face is a call on the offense.
They walk that. That's going to take the Longhorns back to about the 15-yard line.
Which penalties have been an issue all year. I think that's now our 8th penalty of the night. We're setting around 55 yards in penalties already. I mean, compared to I think Chandler has maybe 3 penalties for 10 total yards. So penalties have been an issue tonight.
First down and 25 upcoming for the Longhorns. Cox is going to get a couple there on first down.
And as always, we get to provide these stats thanks to Joel Mann.
Yes, Joel Mann sitting right next to us here in the bleachers giving us these stats, and we're able to look at that just to have a more comprehensive coverage here in the Jones Journal broadcast of Jones High School football.
Brings us back 2nd and 25 for the Longhorns.
2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. May in the shotgun. Receives a snap, looking. Got some time. Elijah Reed gets a hand on it, is not able to haul it in. That's going to bring up 3rd and 25 for the Longhorns.
May's pass falls incomplete.
You know, Reed was open, just wasn't able to get his hands completely on the ball to bring that in. Wouldn't have got us a first down. You know, we're 3rd and 25. It was probably a 15-yard gain, but it would have got you out of the shadows of your own end zone if you don't move the ball on this play to punt it.
See what the Longhorns do here. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. May in the shotgun with Corbin Cox. May falls back, getting some pressure from the end, gets a
Cox
good block.
was a great pickup.
He floats that out to Carl, but that is not going to be enough space there. Going to bring up 4th down in a predictable punting situation for the Longhorns.
Fans wanted a flag for a little extra push, but just a little love tap from number 12 on the receiver. A little jawing afterwards, so we'll see how this play turns out with 12 still being out on the field.
Trey Durrell back to receive the punt. A good snap. A good high spiral.
Man, what
Fair
a punt.
catch called. That traveled about 50 yards in the air. That was a good punt by Durrell.
I'll say that's the best punt we've seen from a Longhorn all year. Beautiful spiral, great hang time, no ability to return the ball whatsoever.
You know, we don't like to see the Longhorns punt, but we do like to see a good punt. A paradoxical situation, if you will.
Exactly.
Chris.
We'll just let's keep it going. We got the word of the week, and we are ready to roll.
Jackson still in at quarterback. He's going to find Hill with a little bit of space, and an immediate tackle right there by Martin.
Great play by Martin.
We have emphasized this time and time again how important that is for the first man to slow him down and get him, and that's there. Great tackle by Martin.
And you can tell that Hill's getting frustrated. You know, he knows that, he is their impact player, that he carries a lot of weight on the team, and his inability to kind of get out into open space tonight, and when he does for that first tackler to actually get him and hold him down, has been huge for the Longhorns.
1 receiver left, trips right. Jackson.
Got Martin coming on the blitz.
And that's going to be picked off by Caden Carl.
And that is
a Kiwanis Club turnover. An excellent interception by Carl.
He's been all over the field tonight. He is one of the few two-way players that we've spoken about. He's catching passes. He's made the interceptions. He's made a couple big tackles. Caden Carl's had a great game tonight.
8 minutes and 52 seconds left in the game. The Jones Longhorns leading the Chandler Lions 27-15. After the turnover, it's going to be 1st and 10. Trips right, 1 left. Zachary's going to get the handoff They had brought down, maybe after about a gain of a yard or two. Bring up 2nd down for the Longhorns.
You know, in situations like this, you know, as a fan, you always want to tell them, just run the ball, run the clock out. But you rarely see that. The coaches usually stick with their game plan, keep forcing the ball, moving it down the field. I wouldn't expect to see anything different from the Longhorn offense as far as, you know, you're going to see a few runs, but you're going to see some passes again still.
Take it back to Reed. He's got some space on the sideline. He's going to spin and get brought down at about the, let's call it the 47-yard or 46-yard line.
It's a solid block by Darrell to kind of let Reed get the edge there, not get called for a holding penalty. Was able to stand that corner up without wrapping your hands around him and let Reed get that solid gain to give you, 3rd and 4?
3rd and 4. Oh, almost got a neutral zone infraction on the Lions. 13 seconds left here on the play clock. Trips left, 1 right. May in the shotgun. He gets the snap. Zachary picks up the block. Complete to Caden Carl. That's going to be
but it looks
good
like it's
for
going to be
first
coming
down,
back for another
but
holding.
It looks like we're going to have a flag there. Well, that's an unfortunate holding penalty right there for the Longhorns, but it's going to break the 3rd and long. But it will give the Longhorns another opportunity to try this. Looks like there is a timeout by the Longhorns. And before we take our break, we're going to give a shout out to the mayor of Jones, Ray Poland, and his wife Kelly, who are tuning in at Jones. And we like to give them a quick shout out. Thank you for paying attention to Jones Longhorn football. And let's take a break. All right, we are back for 3rd down and 17 upcoming for the Longhorns. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. May in the shotgun, Zachary by his side. May gets the shotgun. He's going to come. He's going to get that. That is going to become... Wow. They're going to call that incomplete. Reed made an incredible catch.
The side umpire ruled it an incomplete pass. Reed made an incredible catch. The only thing is that it had to be out of bounds, but I'm not sure that was even the case. The fans are definitely not excited about the call.
Regardless of that incredible effort by Reed.
And a great pass.
There on the side. And a
great pass by
bullet
Carson May.
by May. Darrell back to receive. That's going to be high.
Just pass it. Great. Excellent idea.
Okay.
You get an incomplete pass. The ball will make it back to the line of scrimmage. It's not an intentional grounding because we did have a receiver in the area. Great play by Darrell.
Good play. Man, that's
Talk about paradoxical. Right. Salvaging a disaster and turning into just a bad play.
Right.
And so, once again, having a senior out there, has experience, knows what to do, a good heads-up play, to where the Lions get the ball at the 40-yard line when they very well could have had it inside the 5.
Right.
Jackson alone in the backfield. Oh, Hill to his right. Get that. Looks like we are going to get a hold.
Looks like we'll have a holding penalty, which the Longhorn fans are certainly excited about.
Yeah, a good amount of excitement from the Longhorn faithful here. Excited to see the penalty. All right. First down and 20 for the Lions. Jackson gets the quick off. He's going to have some room on that right side. Bringing it in. Brought down.
Receiver Jerry Greenfield makes the catch on the play. Jackson is, even though he's young, he obviously has, he's more of your prototypical drop back passing quarterback. He has a pretty good arm. I've been really impressed with a young freshman coming in and playing as well as he has. I think you have to give him a lot of credit for what he's done tonight.
So you're going to hand off to Hill, who's not going to have anywhere to go. Bring up second down.
It was a great job of Corbin Cox of just taking on the lineman, knocking the lineman down, and it kind of stumbled back into Hill, which kind of held Hill up enough for Corbin to be able to knock Hill down and stop short range for that play. You have to be careful to watch him on trying to draw the Longhorns off sides on this play.
Hill on the right side. And contained.
It brings up fourth down, but you're in a position right now with the Chandler Lions that you're going for it. You're in 4-down territory the rest of the game pretty much. When you're down by 2 scores with less than 6 minutes left in the game.
Now this would have been a situation where Caden Jones, their starting quarterback, you'd expect to see him running, but we got a full package in here.
And you have a different quarterback in too. You have Zion Ward.
Looks like they're going to give him the yardage for the...
Chandler gets the first down, and they didn't hide anything. It was purely line up, and we're going to run this ball at you. They had essentially a 3 running back set in a wildcat with a fullback, and just went straight forward.
We'd also like to thank our new YouTube subscriber tonight, Lisa Calvert. Thanks for joining in, and 5262 Pullman as well. Jackson, back of the shotgun, he can throw that towards the end zone. Durrell is covering that.
Solid coverage by Durrell.
That's going to be
you had
incomplete.
Ty Tucker kind of coming in on a blitz, which forced the pass probably a little bit sooner than what Jackson was wanting to throw it. But the wide receiver number 34, Darian Mahan, is obviously going to be targeted quite a bit here in the next 5 minutes.
But Jackson has an impressive arm. He seems like he'll have a bright future.
Yeah, we certainly hope that that Caden Jones is okay. He's a junior, so he'll be back next year. But their quarterback stable looks pretty solid with Jackson.
Oh, and that is a tough hit by Ty Tucker. Jackson ran around quite a bit.
Number 6, Alex Jackson on the quarterback keeper.
Yeah, he took a pretty tough hit for no gain. But you have to give him the credit that he's continuing to try to salvage something for his team, to try to look downfield and make a solid pass.
3rd down and 10 upcoming for the Lions. With 4 minutes left, this is 4-down territory.
You got
Reed
coming
is
on the
showing
blitz.
some blitz.
Ball's
Oh,
on
the
the
ball
ground.
is on the ground. is recovered by the Lions, but will bring a 4th down and long in a 4-down situation.
The heads-up play by number 56, Kyle Snodgrass, to fall on that ball once the ball, he'll put the ball on the ground. Looked like it was probably a little bit of miscommunication on the handoff. Which makes it 4th down and 15. I mean, this is, probably the biggest play of the game. If you stop them here, you have the ball with 3 minutes left, and they still have to score 2 scores, so it can really...
That's going to be incomplete. That kills it there. That is a turnover on downs. Would recognize our sponsor, the Jones Kiwanis Club. We call it a Jones Kiwanis Club turnover, and that is probably...
Well, let's not call it the ball game. We saw what Atlanta Falcons did with the Dallas Cowboys, so we know that it is possible to blow a game with 3 minutes left and being up 2 scores. But it is all but, sealed for Jones if we can continue to just not turn the ball over. I think this is obviously the situation we talked about earlier, that with 8 to 11 minutes left in the game, maybe you continue passing the ball and moving it. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game. You should probably just stick to running the ball, pushing it, and seeing if you can drive for a 1st down with the runs. If not, drive it, push it, punt it, and let your defense play what they've been doing all night.
Corbin Cox lowering his shoulder, falling down for a few yards. And the clock continues to run.
It's been a solid game by the Longhorns. Chandler Lions, like we talked about, they're one of the better opponents we're going to see in the district. So it's exciting to see Longhorns come out and continue, to get better each week. After the game of Star Spencer, I think this is a more holistic game as far as we didn't see very many areas of issues, and they're just continuing to progress throughout the season, which is what you want to see and what Coach Martin has said, is we just want to get better every single game.
Cox is going to run over to the left side. Let's take a look at some of our YouTube comments. Nancy Garver says, "Thank you, Jones Journal, for sharing." Well, Nancy, thank you for tuning in with us tonight. And feel free, for those of you that are watching, to leave us comments on the YouTube stream or on the Facebook page. We'd love to hear from you. And if you're watching, please subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can have any time that we go live. Coach's Show every Thursday, and sneak peek, we should come out with a new segment called the Student Section, where one of our Jones High School journalism students interviews a Jones High School player. On 3rd down, May is going to get hit as he releases.
Even up here in the stands with headphones on, I could hear Carson May's hand hit a helmet. You can tell that he's kind of shaking his hand afterwards, not happy about how that play turned out.
Brings up 4th and 4 for the Longhorns.
Got 4th down and 4. May staying in. I know Durrell had the one punt that, he punted it nearly 50 yards. But you got May still back there. It looks like, I assume that he's going to punt the ball. You got 2 minutes left in the game. Make the Lions drive the length of the field, but we shall see. We're with 6. Looks like we'll probably take a timeout.
That is going to be the case, and we will take our last timeout for the evening on the Jones Journal broadcast of Jones High School football.
So
Right. Welcome back to the Jones Journal presentation of Jones High School football. The offense is still out on the field, but let's see. May is going to throw this, run this or punt this. He's back a little bit further back in the
The
empty
Lions don't have
backfield.
anybody back to receive, so they're probably going to punt it and just let it roll. It's another solid punt. And a great Longhorn roll.
Inside the 20-yard line. Add that to Carson May's stats for the evening. So looking forward to next week. Join us as the Jones Longhorns will take on the Crossings Christian Knights.
Be back home, back in the press box.
Absolutely.
Outside of this cold that we're kind of experiencing tonight, I think that, we started out just kind of briskly cool. Now my toes are a little bit numb.
Yes. Our producer, Sarah Boggs, happens to also be my wife, and she is a expert at packing extra clothing for that. Oh, got a hand on that on Jackson's pass. That's going to be Cameron Sweat again. He's got a nose for the ball.
On the defensive side of the ball, we've called his name out quite a few times tonight, which is, it's been a very solid performance. So assuming that the Longhorns, don't get the ball back the rest of this game, or if they do, that it's more in victory formation. It looks like they'll end with 422 yards of total offense, 100 yards. Oh. And
Hill.
I think we've talked about this is what happens when Hill gets open out in the open field. He can make you miss. He's a really solid running back.
Got another YouTube comment. Harold Burgess watching from Carlsbad, New Mexico. Thank you for tuning in, Harold. That's exciting.
The Longhorns finished with 33 attempts of rushing or carries for 101 yards. The big number of the night is Carson May was 22 for 37 with 321 yards passing, 4 touchdowns, and that 1 interception.
And that is going to be picked off by none other than Cameron Sweat, just as we were talking about. He's been around the ball all night, and he brings us another bank first. No, excuse me, it's a Jones Kiwanis Club turnover.
And I'll say, on that play, you saw Ty Tucker kind of come in there at the end, had an opportunity to kind of force a sack, was able to push the quarterback out of bounds. If I'm not mistaken, 1 year ago when we played the Chandler Lions, Ty suffered a pretty gruesome leg injury, and it's great to see him back. We've talked about it the first year how a lot of the injured players are back from all the knee injuries and leg injuries we had, but to see him back on the field against Chandler and out there, getting after the quarterback on the defensive side of the ball is nothing but great to see.
1 minute and 9 seconds left.
I would expect to see victory formation right here. Just take a knee, let's go home, enjoy it.
Zachary.
Or let's hand it off to Xavier Zachary.
Run pretty close to the first down marker. They're going to mark him for about 9 yards.
The Lions do have 3 timeouts. There's 1 minute remaining. It seems as if they're just going to be content with letting the clock run out, and the Longhorns will get to go home with a victory. And we all hope that Caden Jones for the Chandler Lions is okay, because he did not make it out the second half. I didn't see him on the sidelines. He was huge for them in the first half and keeping the Chandler Lions in the game with his scrambling ability. We all hope that he's back next week for where Chandler continues their district play.
Xavier Zachary is going to carry that across the sticks. That's going to be a bank first down. And once they reset the chains,
play of the game.
Exactly, that should be the last play of the game. So your final score from Chandler is the Jones Longhorns 27, the Chandler Lions 15. We will be back on the air next Friday night at 7 o'clock to watch your Longhorns take on the Crossing Christian Knights. This is Matt and my partner, Chris Branch. I'd also like to thank our producer, Sarah Boggs, Joel Mann, our stat man, Zoe Tucker on the field taking pictures for the Jones Journal, and a herd of Longhorns running the camera.
Former Longhorns.
Tonight.
We had a lot of former Longhorns up here tonight.
A lot of Longhorns running the camera tonight. So
Do you know how many yards he had received?
this is going to be the Jones Journal broadcast of Jones High School football. We'll thank our sponsors one more time, and we'll see you next week.